All right. Um. Do, 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 do. Episode 50. Christmas time. No, stuff like that. Let me find where I was at. Um. Yeah. Okay. Space penguins. The mushroom was out of place. It was also green, metal, and enormous. Farmer Claude Edwards found the metallic mushroom in a field on St. Valentine's Day, 1967, and went to investigate. At the base of the structure were a number of creatures about 3 feet tall, which resembled green waddling penguins with large black eyes, according to the Jefferson City News Tribune. Acting like any rational, evolved human, he armed himself with rocks and heaved the Stone Age tools towards the ship. However, Edwards and his rocks ran into a force field about 15 feet from the craft that kept him away from the penguins. The whole thing took over 5 minutes, maybe 10, Edwards told the press about his encounter with the mushroom. I have never seen anything like it. It looked like shiny silk or something. Couldn't tell. I was going to tell though if I could have hit it with that rock. Apparently agitated by Edward's aggressive behavior, the penguins floated into their mushroom and took off into the sky. Um, yeah, this one's a goofy one. Oh, and I still haven't did the Meshu piece sheet video picture yet. Uh, this one's Momo. Sightings of the Missouri monster Momo for sure began near the small town of Louisiana, Missouri in the mid uh, 1900s, but it wasn't until a spate of encounters in the early 1970s that this 7 foot tall hairy biped got national attention. According to the Missouri Folklore Society, the first major sighting occurred in 1971 when Joan Mills and Mary Ryan were picnicking north of town and smelled something awful. We were eating lunch, Ryan told the press. We both wrinkled up our noses at the same time. I never smelled anything as bad in my life. Thinking they roused a family of skunks, the young women considered abandoning their picnic. What they saw next made them sure of it. A monster was watching them. It had hair over the body as if it was an ape, Ryan told the press. Yet the face was definitely human. It was more like a hairy human. The beast lurched from the bushes and stepped toward the women. They screamed, ran to their car, and locked the doors. As the monster tried to get into the car, the women realized the extent of the danger they were in. Mill's keys were in her purse that sat on their picnic blanket down the hill. Sitting in the car in a panic, Mills accidentally bumped the car horn, and the monster ran off, but not before eating their sandwiches. That's just a very petty thing to do. Get honked at and then eat a eat a bunch of sandwiches. This monster's funny. The next Momo uh, sighting occurred on July 11th, 1972, as 8-year-old Terry Harrison and his 5-year-old brother Wally played outside their home below Marzoff Hill. The boys felt something wasn't right. Terry looked toward the trees and saw an enormous creature covered in long black hair staring at them. He screamed, and his sister Doris, 15, who was inside the house, in the side house. Yeah. Okay, that. I think I might be slightly dyslexic. Looked out the window to see something out of a nightmare. It was 6 or 7 feet tall, black and hairy. It stood like a man, but it didn't look like one to me, she told newspaper reporters. According to the St. Louis Riverfront Times, the creature, which seemed to have no neck, fled from the. Hold on, fled from the screaming child, carrying a bloody dog in the crook of a muscular, hairy arm. When their father Edgar returned home, the monster was long gone, but he found giant footprints and strange black hairs stuck to the tree where his children had seen the creature. The encounters at the Harrison house continued 3 days later. During a prayer meeting, the prayer group heard unearthly howls and growls in the darkness, forcing the members to flee in terror. Uh, by now, stories of the creature had spread over town. According to the Riverfront Times, Louisiana, Missouri, man Pat Howard saw the creature running across the road near the Harrison property. Soon after, Ellis Miner, who lived north of Louisiana, Missouri, shined a flashlight into the trees surrounding his home. After his dog started barking, he saw the monster. I couldn't see its eyes or face. It had hair down about to its hind parts, Miner told a UPI reporter. As soon as I threw the light on it, it whirled and took off that away. Sightings continued, and posses were formed to hunt the creature, but to no avail. The Missouri monster remains a mystery. Um, yeah, it's there's some strange stories, but yeah. Anyways, this was episode 50, and yeah. Uh, there'll be a break in some cryptid times for a little while, probably. But till until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, I guess.